Oh my God, that's
Where are you seeing pictures of that at?
It's up on Hasbro Pulse.
Oh, I must have skipped right over it.
Mm.
As well I should.
The Lance is available, everybody out there.
So if you're all watching right now, go on your various pre-order sites and go pre-order all the things that just came up. Like everything from SDCC. Well, not everything, but a bunch of stuff from SDCC just went up for pre-order.
So
keep our video on, and then go pre-order stuff.
I had things I wanted to say. Really, I wanted to say. Really? When I'm blinded by retail. Really, really blinded by retail right now.
Where is this Snoke at?
It's on Hasbro Pulse on the pre-order.
Go to the front page.
The front page for me has the Unicron. It's
a button that says new.
I like how we're like basically the home shopping network equivalent of podcasts right now.
Yeah.
I mean, all the exciting things are happening right now.
We're
Hit
bickering.
the menu button in the upper left-hand corner, and there's an option that says new.
That Snoke looks really weird. That Mighty Mug.
You know what? I'm not going to buy it.
I would recommend that you don't. The Porg, though, is adorable. But
I'm not going to buy that either.
I'm not going to buy it.
All right. Well.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Dave, do you have anything you want to say? You seem neglected.
You know, we all should have done that like early 90s sitcom where everybody turns and looks at the camera and smiles like they just saw you come in their house. We should have done that. But we're past that moment. So
everywhere you look, everywhere you look, there's a heart. Somebody who needs you. No.
I mean, I get it.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Well, let's just say the moment, much like a kidney stone, has passed.
Are you like tonight? Can we just call you a true star sire?
Episode 50, and we broke the curse.
I know.
Oh no, really? Can we pretend like we're just starting all over?
I didn't mean to say that. Oh man, we missed it.
This is our soft reboot episode. Hey, everybody. If you're joining us right now on YouTube, well, actually, I can't say right now on YouTube. If you're joining us live on YouTube, it means it's Thursday night. It's one of our favorite nights of the week, and we are Figure Action coming at you live. Joining me tonight is the usual cast of characters. Obviously, I'm your host, Extra Zero, and I'm back from vacation. And I'm glad to be here. I'm not glad to be off vacation, but I'm glad to be here with you wonderful people out there in Collectorland. Again, if you like what we're doing, make sure you hit that like button. If you aren't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out for that to be it really helps us out as we're trying to get up to 500. We're going to have a cool giveaway if we can get up to 500 in the next couple of months. And also make sure you hit that notification bell to see when we go live with bonus content. A lot of stuff coming out, a lot to talk about. And I don't know if we're going to have time to talk about everything in tonight's episode, but we're going to try. So again, make sure you have that notification bell clicked so you can see when we come out with additional content and topics, all that good stuff. Anyway, since we have a lot to talk about, we'll just get right into it. True Star Screamer, you had no intro. Are you down in the dumps?
We apologize. Sorry. But there's so much crap going on.
How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Sure. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm cool. You know, I got toys.
What did you get this? I know you got some really cool stuff.
He says I got toys. It just chucks it at the camera and then goes away.
I've been seeing some cool photos of Professor Hulk.
Yeah, I did. Well, I mentioned. Oh, if you weren't here last week, but I did get.
I watched the episode.
Okay.
I know all about Joe being Shakespeare.
Yeah, Shakespeare. That's a word. Hashtag Shakespeare.
But yeah, I did get the entire Hulk wave, and I really do enjoy this Hulk. There are some people who aren't, but I think they did some very good engineering with this. I would love to see this Hulk come back again with, yes, maybe a different recolor and a different head. I do enjoy its articulation. And this was almost, I was almost ready to say this is one of the best Hulks ever made. It might be one of the best Hulks ever made.
Does the hairline bother you?
No.
Because that's all people keep complaining about. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, but then you look at the Figmart
There's-
one.
Dumber things in life to complain about than a freaking hairline. But then I got this.
Uh-oh.
And who also comes with a 70s style Wolverine with the actual whisker mask, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's the
itself.
2-pack, right?
But this is the best Hulk figure made. And I'm still with, the SDCC one is still pretty freaking cool. But I mean, yeah, T-Man, you need this.
Eh,
He's got butterfly joints.
I see.
He's got the rotating. He's got an ab crunch.
Oh, yeah, he has a double ball and a neck, right?
Yep.
Dumbbell
No,
joint.
not. He's got the dumbbell joint in the chest, and the head's fine. Single jointed arms, but you know what? For those people who have the select, you can retire your select. This is it right here. And yes, the SDCC one is better colored, but he does come with 2 alternate hands so you can have a match of 2 fists or 2 open hands. This is pretty much a near perfect Hulk by Hasbro.
He has another face, right?
This one only came with the one face. It's the SDCC one that has the other face.
Oh.
But it has the only face. It has the face that counts. But I got him. I got the wild card from Jazzwares this week. So
Open
I'd
on
be
me,
able
though.
I might, mute my channel and open him. So it would be very rude to open a box with the microphone still on.
I was going to say, how do you like it? But you don't know. You don't know, do you?
What else? I was able to get, they're in here somewhere, but I got 2 refractors, a brunt. I also got red alert. So just need to find one more refractor and I'll be good to go. Then, a good friend of ours did send me a second Family Matters packs from the Magneto set.
Did I do
Because Amazon put their freaking label on his box, so I said when I first got it that this set looked so good I didn't want to take it out of the box, and now I don't have to. I am going to keep one mint and sealed box, and this one I'm going to do all kinds of. I'm going to take these guys out, pose the hell out of them, may even do a little bit of customization on Magneto. I've got a couple ideas, which might be kind of cool. That way I still have one mint condition if I ever want to resell or just keep in the box so it looks pretty. But wait, just a little bit more, and I'll let you guys go. My boy at GameStop, he slid into my DMs and let me know about the vintage X-Men set.
Ooh.
And I just don't have Wolverine and Storm. These look so good.
I mean, do you need
These-
Wolverine though?
Well, it's from the 80s Wolverine series.
Yeah, I know.
And it's a good look for him. If I get, I don't know, but I kind of want a second set to pin on the wall. These look so good in package. That's the one thing with these vintage sets. These card backs look good. The art looks great. I'm really been excited about getting this Dazzler because that means I can. So then, once I get that Colossus and Nightcrawler, I'll have my X-Men arcade set. And this Silver Samurai looks so freaking beast.
Well, make sure you keep going to Walgreens because last year they had a whole bunch of those vintage on clearance.
Oh yeah.
You know, I had never found, from the second line of vintage, I only was able to find one figure the whole time, and that was a Scarlet Spider.
That was the one I couldn't find.
And And since I can only find one, I still had to keep them in the box. As I said, these vintage cards, they just look so freaking good. They are a
Regardless
display
whether-
unto themselves. So, but that is my haul this week. Oh, and I know I talked about it last week, but I did get my assistant to help me, and we dry brushed my wall collection. So that looks really nice and weathered. And I do recommend doing this.
You should start paying your assistant.
Oh, she got actually. I did. Got her a pack of what's called Little Lost Kitties from Amazon. So
Kitties?
kind of like the little. It's like these little blind box things.
You're spoiling
I
Joe's
hate-
haul.
I hate
Damn
those
it.
LOL dolls. I hate those LOL dolls, but the Little Lost Kitty things are actually pretty cute from Hasbro.
Yeah, I
And
got-
they have them on. Nah. These actually have an aesthetic. They're like based off the cat memes, so they're, as I said, they're kind of cute.
I got
And that's my haul.
Nice. I was gonna say I got my cousin's kid some of those LOL surprise dolls for her birthday, and they were so junky. And like, she was happy to have them, but I was like, man, I spent $40 on this thing. Jesus.
Kids love that shit.
Surprise! LOL, surprise!
I was gonna say, I'm sure there's plenty of shit that was when we were younger that our parents and family was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why are we buying them this
I
crap?
mean, hell, I heard people bought bots. Who the hell would spend money on that junk?
They at least do something. You know, they're rudimentary Transformers, but they at least do something.
That's the LOL part.
Yeah, and I mean, this thing was $40. It came with like cheap. It came with like basically like like little girl dress up stuff you'd find at Dollar Tree. And
Yeah. Oh
then
no.
it
My
came
daughter
with a
got.
giant vinyl cat. That was it. That does nothing.
There's, as I said, at least with the little kitty thing, it came with some Play-Doh for her to play with, and they look okay on the windowsill. But yeah, but I got her a pack of those for helping me dry brush my stuff. She took over that project. She actually did a really good job.
It looks really good. It turned out really nice.
You got to tell me how you did the mortar on yours, though.
I will. I'll maybe when I do my haul, I'll show you what I did.
Well, Joe, good news.
Is it?
And ask how you're
Was-
doing and what'd you get.
Was that a
this week?
segue? I'm actually
was a
doing pretty terrible. I don't know if you can tell or not.
No.
So I'm in the middle of a remodeling project in the basement. We're doing a bathroom, and
You weren't allowed to make a Dragon Ball themed.
no, was not allowed to do that. That
He's in
was
the middle of a
first.
full body cleanse,
Yeah.
and he's just not dealing with it well.
Yeah, the tub was cracked, which we caught fortunately before we installed it. So now the bathroom is pretty much done, but we found out that the sink is defective. It's got cracks in it, and it's got leaks into the porcelain.
The one we
So that's
carried
gotta come out.
in the rain.
Yeah, the one we carried in.
Damn it!
And the plumbing behind the tub is now leaking, and my carpet and everything's wet downstairs.
Nice.
So I'm now have to cut a huge hole in the drywall that we have recently finished and recently painted, and find out where this leak is and fix that. So to be honest with you, I was like, man, all this, because I came home to that today. That's what well, my wife called me while I was at work, and so I kind of knew what I was coming into, but I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do this show
Well,
tonight.
let's
But then
do
I'm like,
one.
you know what? There's some kind of event going on where apparently there's all kinds of news dropping left and right. So I was like, I can't miss tonight. I gotta come on, because a lot of this stuff I haven't even seen yet. I haven't really been able to keep up with our chat much at all today. So a lot of this stuff that we're going to go over tonight is going to be brand new to me.
You gotta check.
Tell
your
me about
priorities,
it.
Man. You gotta check your priorities, man.
Jeez, man.
It's been kind of chaotic at work, and when I pick up my phone and there's like 20 unread, I just feel like, I don't. It requires, you know how much like energy that requires to scroll up to read those messages? I can't do that shit.
You sound like George
That's
Jetson.
a lot.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe when Elon perfects his Neuralink, it'll just download right into my head, and I won't have to worry about it.
Do you want any
that
shit
would
that
be
we
awesome.
type off or have voice, messages downloaded to your head? Because I want to keep that shit out of my skull.
I don't want it because you'll get like you'll
I
get
want
T
it all.
virus. We'll be infected with the T virus.
I want it all. I want it all. I've never seen anything in our chat, except that maybe posted by me, that I've really been disgusted by.
We'll work harder.
I haven't done my
Give me
job.
We
10
can do
minutes.
better.
Give me 10 minutes.
And I've seen some pretty disgusting Scotimus memes that
You're
Jordan has
welcome.
made. Hall-wise,
One of you guys.
Speaking
sent
of
me something
Elon
this week
Musk,
that was horrible.
I've got a Hot Wheels, a Tesla Roadster with Starman inside of it, if you can see him in there.
There's
Which
a
I-
star man.
Which I think actually is going to scale really well with my Falcon Heavy. So I'm going to stick it up there on the wall somewhere next to my Falcon Heavy. I got the Mezco Joker. This is the clown prince of crime.
I want it.
It's a pretty amazing Mezco.
He's not damaged.
He's
Across
not
the
damaged.
forehead.
He's not damaged, as you can see. He's not crying. He has no tattoos. But he does have a pretty sweet pimp cane.
Ah,
That is,
Yeah.
that is pretty sweet pimp cane.
And he comes with the best accessory, I think, of all time, which is this cute little teddy bear bomb. Look at that. It's amazing. And one other thing this week, via the used market, a low mileage
Ooh.
Ed 209 from
Holy
NECA.
shit. Ooh.
Yeah. So it's pretty decent condition. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but it's definitely been displayed for a while, and it's found its second home with me. But it's damn nice. And I haven't put batteries in it yet, but it does do a whole bunch of clips from the movie. It'll do the whole, you have 15 seconds to comply, and then it just shoots, for like 15 seconds straight. It'll shoot from that office scene. So it has a whole bunch of clips, and for some reason I don't know if I have to tighten up these screws, but he's sad. He does this a lot.
Shoelaces.
He kind of mopes.
He realized he did a bad with Mr. Kenny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Better you put him by the stairs.
Oh, wait a minute. It has batteries in it. Can you hear it?
Breaking news.
Where's the speaker?
In hell, it sounds like.
Do one more.
Yeah. Power down mode. With Nightwing and them called it.
There he is.
That was decent.
I would have
Yeah,
murdered
209.
for that 30 years ago.
I had one when I was a kid. Not not anything as good as the NECA one, but when they did like that RoboCop toy line, and it shot like
Didn't have caps?
yeah, it had caps. That's what.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool.
they were like the caps that were like on the sheets of paper.
Honestly, for being NECA, like this thing, this one it came out was 75, and that's what I got it for. It kind of feels like it should be like a Playmates, like I don't know if you've ever messed with those like Playmates Star Trek ships or something like that. That's what it feels like. I feel like for NECA, it probably could have been a little heavier. It's probably very, very hollow, but I mean, it's got an amazing
I
detail.
don't think NECA
got
stuff
a
is
lot of-
really heavy outside of their turtles, to be honest.
Well, yeah, that's the most experience I have with NECA is the turtle, so I'm probably kind of spoiled in that sense.
You need some aliens or some predators.
I got the one alien
And a predator.
and the predator, and they're pretty solid.
Kratos
saying.
is solid as well.
And the Terminator, I got the Terminator. He's solid. Not the best
Okay.
joints, but he's solid. But yeah, but I'm happy with it. I'll clean him up, put him up there with the. I'm hoping he scales. He should scale pretty well with that Mafex RoboCop. I haven't put them side by side.
Did an Ed 209?
Nah.
Oh, that would be amazing, but it would be priced It'd be ridiculous.
300.
It'd probably be like a crowd raising thing where they want $575 for it.
That's
Yeah,
Not
who
that-
would spend that? Well,
Not that anyone would do that.
We can't use that segue yet.
Oh, I'm segueing too early. Sorry.
Yes, you're prematurely segueing.
That's
Prematurely segueing. That
They
sounds
make
like
a pill.
Yeah.
yeah. They make a pill for that. I think I got some around here somewhere. Anyway,
Isn't it crushed
on to
up
someone
energy?
else.
All
It
right.
is crushed up in my drink.
Speaking of premature segues, Fartsmore, how are you?
Smegway.
Smegways. Fartsmore, how are you doing? And what did you get?
I'm doing as well as can be expected. I mean, there's a ton of crap going on.
Did you enjoy your Smegway?
No, but for the sake of the show, I'll keep going. I don't have any drinks, so I don't have any crushed up pills in it. I just snort them. It goes to the bloodstream faster. I'm doing fair. I'm here with you all, which is a highlight of the day. It's been busy at work, like everybody else. As far as my hauls this week, it's pretty simple. I just got the Gundam Universe Wing, the O2. And he's quite nice. He's lightweight. He's a little lighter weight than I would have thought. I did get him on Amazon for $23, so a little cheaper under retail. So I was happy about that.
Looks like he stole a drift sword there.
He did. The sword that's with it is the sword that comes with the Hurricane Tailgate 2-pack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's meant to go with your upgraded Cyclonus, but I never had that Cyclonus, so the sword was just hanging around. So there it is.
I have that Cyclonus, but he's the wrong color. He's the
Well, yeah, that's my problem. I don't
yeah.
have the what is it? I don't remember one. The
Henkei
lighter,
or
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I have the wrong colored one too, so it doesn't match the parts. But that's it. Besides, I do have this, and I'll show this off. I have a refractor.
Mm.
But it's not mine. It's here on the other side of the screen. One of you wants it badly, and I can't give it to you through the internet.
And he's holding it hostage.
I am holding it out. I'll mail it out tomorrow. Relax.
These two are just here lonely with each other.
It doesn't look like they're very lonely. It looks like they're getting along quite well.
Oh, trust me. Trust me. They're lonely. They're real lonely.
Hey.
The G1 3-pack just went on pre-order for anybody that wants it. So
Yeah, BBTS
there's your
and everything
PSA.
there.
But that's really it for me. We got a lot to cover, so I'm gonna move it on along.
All right. T-Man, how you doing?
I am tired. It's like I'm not tired. I'm all right today. I think I have a little bit of heartburn. I need to get some tone. But I'm going to drag this out. But,
That's awfully kind of you.
if you watch my channel, you already know what I got. Most of it. Thanks to a tip from True Star Screamer, I was able to get Widowmaker and Reaper, the Figma variety, for $20 a piece.
That's a hell
Oh,
of a
I've been meaning to ask you about that. How the hell did you get them for $20?
Because they're on. That's how much they cost now at GameStop.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I got to give a
the
shout
price
out
is
to
going to go up.
Yeah. I got to give a shout out to my boy who I bought my Widowmaker from. He let me know that he was going to let me get in on that sale, even though I bought the Widowmaker for full price. And he took the price difference and he spread it among my pre-orders. So 2 out of my 3 pre-orders are now paid for thanks to that Widowmaker.
He is awesome.
So be nice to your service people, and they will be nice to you.
No, I'm nice to them, but you got that Southern hospitality down there. That shit don't exist here.
None of that shit happens up this far north.
I'm just saying, man. He gets
Especially not
full
in
recommendations
Baltimore,
on my
near
service.
Baltimore.
When we move south, it'll be a different story.
Now, do you mean we're all going with you, or
No.
Okay, because you said we. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was included.
We're going to follow you.
5 years from now, when I can sell this house.
You just bought the damn thing.
Yeah, I know. 5 years from now, when I can sell this house, I'm getting the hell out of Maryland.
Everyone says 5-year plan. I've been in my 5-year house for 11 years now. I wish you luck with that.
Well, also I got another refractor courtesy of Dewdog Reviews. So I just need one more from somebody,
You'll find it.
and I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it. And I
Never
also
I'm
have
playing the
never gonna get
smallest
it.
It's been a
violin.
week.
I found Red Alert. He was cool. I got G1 Optimus Prime. I heard this mold is like, somebody said they compared it to the original one, and they said it's way more crisp and like they redesigned the whole thing and released it as the G1. I wouldn't be shocked, but it does look nice. I'm happy to have it. Yeah,
The windshield looks like it's clear. Is the windshield clear?
It's yellow.
totally. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine
Yeah,
is
say my
fully
original is
transparent.
tinted yellow.
Yeah, this is fully transparent.
Interesting.
Can you see me?
Well, yes.
But, and right before we started recording, I opened up a box I got from Mr. Nate Simmons. Is he in the comments? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
But I asked him for this when he was telling me he was selling stuff, and then I totally forgot about it. He was like, "We'll work out something." Blah blah blah. He gave me the what do they call it? This is the Japanese Bumblebee from Times Returns.
Oh yeah, Legends.
Yeah,
Like-
Takara Legend.
Yeah.
And it comes with Spike, and he's little, and I don't know where I just now put him. But Spike has a fully transparent helmet head with a face just painted on the inside, which looks weird as hell. And lastly, the bot supplier lent this to me to review, so I'm probably not going to be on here for 2 hours. Vans Toys Maverick. I have not transformed it, but in hand and in person, it looks way better to me in person than it does in videos. I mean, it still has all the weird gaps and panels when you stare at them too hard. But I like it. It feels good.
Does it come with a goose?
I don't see one.
He picked the bag.
Oh, did anybody see the Top Gun 2
I'm
trailer?
not buying it.
Yes, I did. It kind of looked
Holy
like the same. It kind of looked like the first
What?
movie.
Top
don't
Gun
care.
2.
Yeah, called Top Gun Maverick. It looks really good, in my
What?
opinion. Yeah,
It just dropped before the show.
Yeah.
What year did Top Gun come out?
84, I would say.
That
sometime in-
I think I watched that back in 1984 and never watched it again. So
I love that movie.
I
Alright, well,
remember the theme song.
I'm gonna
but I
mute
don't remember-
myself.
So is that it, T?
This is it, I believe.
So he's muted
you get
himself, so
anything?
he can't refute. But every time I go over to Joe's, he's like, "Let's recreate the volleyball scene." I'm like, "No, man, we're not doing that today."
You set yourself up, Matt.
Did you get anything extra, Zero?
Yeah,
And
what
how are
you get,
you?
Gordon?
I'm like I said, I'm doing pretty good. I'm back from vacation. I had a great vacation with Lex and her family to Sunset Beach, North Carolina. So it was about maybe 15 minutes north of Myrtle Beach, and had a really good, relaxing week at the beach. So it's a much needed vacation. The last time I took a vacation was 2017 to go to Star
Didn't
Wars
even
Celebration.
try to come by Raleigh, huh?
I passed it. I found out though that my cousin Tyler, and I'll get to him in a second, he actually lives in Cary. And,
Okay.
so I have an invitation to get open
Yeah, that
invitation
is
to go
messed up.
stay with him.
You didn't-
So when I go down to visit him, I'll make it a point to go see you, and we'll hit up a brewery.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or get some
Hit up a
free
brewery
barbecue.
and let me cook for you.
I am never going to turn down food as long as it's stuff I can
Show you how to
actually.
really use a grill.
So yeah, I actually did get to see my cousin on Saturday, which was nice. On Sunday, we got our new washer and dishwasher, and I had a not as bad of a situation as Joe had, but when the dishwasher first got hooked up, there was the 90-degree pipe wasn't threaded correctly, and so when we ran it for the first time, it started leaking, and it started leaking into to the basement here, and it started leaking into the laundry room. So I had to clean that up and get that fixed. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was on, basically Facebook Messenger and FaceTiming a good buddy of mine who's a plumber. Like, what do I do? Can you just come out? And he's like, just do it. Just fucking do it. It's easy. So I ended up doing it. I ended up fixing the problem myself. But yeah.
Once you get used to fixing things on your own, you'd be surprised. My wife, she actually replaced our sink diverter, replaced the nozzle. And we have this Price Fisher piece of junk, which is like one of the hardest sinks to work with, and she did it all.
Yeah, I don't even know what a fucking sink diverter is. I have no idea.
What the hell is this? I go to watch a trailer. I come back and you guys are talking about plumbing. I've had plumbing nightmares this week and putting me through some PTSD here.
As I said, I was trying to do it all your way. I had my own little plumbing nightmare.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's all good. And my cousin was up to visit. It was awesome. He gave me my belated birthday gift. My birthday was back in February, and he asked me what I wanted.
April, May, June, July. Yeah.
And let's just say he made it up to me.
Oh,
there you go.
So,
are those NECAs?
Yeah, yes, sir. I have all 4 movie NECA Turtles. Never hit a GameStop up here, but he was able to give me the complete set, brand new in box. So I was
They did hit a set. T-Man just bought them.
Yeah.
Is Kevin? How many sets did you get?
All of them.
Speaking of GameStop, I happened in there because watching T's review, and I think it was Joe that had the Riobot one. I've just been wanting a RX-78 too for my shelf for a hot minute, and after finding out these were floating around in GameStop, I was like, yeah, I gotta go get one. So, made a little trip up there over the weekend, and as I was checking out, the guy goes, hey, these are buy one, get one half off. And I was like, really? So I had to get the Gundam Wing because it was too good of a deal. Really, getting it half off is like, all right. And I do have an attachment to Gundam Wing. I was probably what got me into Gundam back in the day. And it's a good figure. I think the RX-78 is the better of the two, but the Wing Gundam's got its own merits. The wings are pretty cool on them. Just wish the Wing Gundam came with a couple beam sabers. That's the only thing really missing from him. Let's see. What else? Oh, Amazon came through for me, and after weeks of waiting, they uncanceled my Jetfire. So I got Jetfire, and he is pretty darn cool, if I must say so myself.
What do you have to do to get them to uncancel?
They just said your order's on its way. Oh. I did literally nothing other than said I still wanted it. And I got TFCon Toronto exclusive, and this is the X-Transbots G2 drag strip. Is he called Overheat? Yeah, he's called Overheat. What I didn't notice about these when I first got them was what they call G2 is the next generation in the next generation font, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't notice that on mine.
Yeah. I don't know if they did it for the other two. I know, like with Crack Up, it was like stupidly lazy, where it was just a regular package and a sticker on there. I didn't notice it on Flip Out, but they do have a picture back here of Death Wish. So I'm guessing he's going to be, if I had to put money on it, he's going to be at DC. So there's his color scheme right there. If anybody's wondering what the final
so it's only, the blue legs is the only thing different, really.
No, blue legs, and he's also got a blue head with a yellow mouth plate and purple visor. And
so we basically have two conventions to talk about tonight, don't we?
We do.
We can skip one.
I will say that, well, I do want to talk about the fans' toy stuff, so we can get to that. But this guy is just a fucking stunning deco.
So I have my theory of why TFCon Toronto was so light.
Yeah, DC is probably going to be
the beast.
Yeah. And then last but certainly not least,
Ooh.
I got my movie masterpiece, Megatron.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's a walking Game of Thrones throne.
Yeah, all the jokes you want to make them. This is the best movie masterpiece to date, just hands down. It's not my favorite movie Megatron design, but this guy is solid. He's articulated. I mean, he's big and chunky. He's got ratchets out the ass. Everything integrates into him.
Does he yell, I am Megatron?
No, he doesn't have any electronics. That's, this is like one case where I actually would prefer to have the electronics, like at least just an LED. Like, I think it's overdone with Beast Wars, but like here, like when you catch, he's got light piping, and the light piping is hidden, so you don't see the light piping anywhere. He doesn't have like a big red space in the back of his head. But like when you get, and it's hard to do over this webcam, when you get like light coming into that port, it lights up and it looks so damn awesome.
You should review it to celebrate your first review on YouTube.
I could always do a B-side on here and just do that.
Wait, sorry. Doing a B-side.
I mean, I could. Or I could just do a video and just put it on the channel. Anyway, we're like 40 minutes in. We haven't even gotten any of the cool stuff yet. Let's go ahead. Cool. You are.
I love Jazzwares. Have I mentioned that yet?
You all have. It's funny. I heard somebody, or I should say, I read someone mention that the Fortnite figures kind of seem to be the new Pacific Rim trend. Yeah.
More so, I think.
Yeah.
I think that Pacific Rim stuff faded out really fast.
Yeah, because the movie fell off.
The figures were decent, though, and the movies were decent as well. It's just it didn't hang on. They just weren't that engaging past the initial cool factor.
I'm just saying, I just switched out. If you have the Enforcer, I just put the face mask on of the wild card. Looks like a totally different figure, and I just switched out the weapons. This has good playability.
Yep, and all the faces fit each other.
That's what I'm saying. Or vice versa. Put the Enforcer mask on here, it works.
That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it's cool.
So I'm just saying, this is an army building. This is an army building collection. This is not going to be Pacific Rim. This actually will have use for other stuff.
So let's get in. We'll gloss over TFCon Toronto real quick because there's a lot to talk about there. But I think everything that's been said about it has been said already. We know what the exclusives are. There's a lot of stuff coming from Fans Toys and a couple really notable things coming from Mastermind Creations. So first up, actually Iron Factory too. We'll talk about Iron Factory because Iron Factory showed off the rest of their DJD.
I mean, other than being like a fist tank, he looks pretty cool. There's just the alt mode is not the greatest in the world, but he definitely pulls off what he's supposed to. And someone had said they want it repainted as the Thundercats tank.
That would be freaking awesome. I mean, I think that the Iron Factory DJD looks great. I really hope that they do a gift set down the road and they can kind of cut costs off of it because it's something I'd like to get. I'm not a Legends collector by any means. But I think it would be really cool just to have a small DJD set on a shelf, or to actually have that combiner, as gratuitous and unnecessary as it is. So,
have they shown pictures of that combiner?
Yeah, many times. Yeah.
I don't look at things.
Yeah, no colored sets here. Matt, I think you'll be interested in this. As
back 1 second about the DJD is I wonder, and there's no easy answer. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm wondering, like, between this and the Mastermind ones that are coming out and the comic reboot, I wonder what the draw is to these now that they are no longer in part of the ongoing fiction. I mean, they obviously may show up later, but right now they've been wiped clean from the slate. Now those comics still exist, but there's not going to be any new content with them in the probably in the
I
near
Unless they
future.
just not to make them.
I think the allure to them is that they were some of the best new original Transformers characters in the fiction, and you know, and,
The old 2019 showing through.
I know, right? 2019. Yeah, they're some of the best Transformers characters to be added to the fiction, you know, and the designs really stand out. You know, it's kind of difficult to make a new character that doesn't seem like it's a try hard character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Drift.
Windblade.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Drift is. I like Drift, but you know, in terms of how he's written, it's like kind of try hardy.
I agree with these guys though. They definitely that were swinging for the fence with alt modes. I mean, two of them, they're just like, we don't even fucking care what they are. But they have gimmicks like they're torture bots. I mean, you know, 3 out of 5 of these guys are torture bots, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate the balls they had to make one of their Transformers a goddamn electric chair, and he's one of my favorite alt modes.
For me, the DJD, they're like the Boba Fett of Transformers. Because
you're not wrong. I agree with that.
Because when it came to the big thing, they never lived up to the hype.
They all ended up in the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
I mean, Voss, considerably one of the coolest Decepticons ever, who was supposed to have been addicted to transforming, never transformed once.
Oh, Tarn, you mean? Yeah.
Oh, Tarn. Yeah, sorry, Tarn. Never transformed once. Spent more time waxing philosophy, but when it finally came to the big battle, he got stumped.
Yeah, by Megatron.
And then who was it? He ended up killing some of his own guys because of showing sympathy and stuff. And
yeah, spoilers, he killed Kaon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of like, I think there was a lot of hype behind them. Their concept was cool of this squad of Decepticon fanatics. But I could see the allure, but at the same time, we just never got a payoff with them.
Yeah, but you know, I think the Boba Fett analogy is a good one. They're you know,
and they're cool in spite of what they did on screen, just like Boba Fett, which I think is also part of the analogy that works well. That's why I thought that's a good comparison. They definitely have a following and I mean, kind of for no good reason besides being cool. But anyway, like 20,000 things to talk about, so let's move on.
Yeah.
So are they more like Kardashians?
They are. They're famous,
for being famous.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. That's actually a very good thing. Oh gosh, it's a Decepticon. It's the DJD, and there they go.
So Matt, Iron Factory Hound.
I'm probably going to pick this guy up. I don't like Iron Factory's bulky aesthetics as much on some of these characters. Like, I dig this guy, and I've heard he has the best articulation of any of almost all their figures. I just like the giant shoulders. I get it's their thing, but some of it's a little off-putting. I'm going to pick him up anyway, but I'm going to hope that Magic Square or New Age does a Hound soon. I know they have that detective figure coming out from Mech Fans Toys. I don't like the way that looks.
I think it's kind of like it's not really a good omen to name a Hound figure detective.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's a sordid history there. But long story short, I like him. I'm going to get him, but I hope another one comes out.
No, this Wheeljack kind of looks awful, in my opinion. Like it doesn't seem to get anything right.
I disagree. I like it.
Really?
I like him more than Hound.
I like this one. Now, I don't think he looks as good as Whiskey Jack. I don't know who makes that figure. There's another legend, the other Legends figure that came out. Now I think this looks like crap.
Yeah, the Cliff Jumper.
Yeah, there's nothing I like about this. The alt mode looks like it's made out of Legos, and the robot mode is just looks like the alt mode fucking made out of Legos with a
the
rocket
front of the
launcher.
car looks like something out of Cyberverse.
I'm not sure what they're going for here.
Like all
that
those
looks
angles.
like a
Mini
failed
Cooper.
Brawn. That looks like that should be a failed Brawn figure.
It does. You're right.
Yeah, this has my interest because it
I
does.
don't like the sound wave.
I think it's interesting.
The bot mode's cool.
Yeah. It looks like what I would think that the movie Soundwave would look like, the Bumblebee movie one. Like if he would turn into a vehicle and then have the cassette player mode, but
I think that was it. Magic Square or one of the other two is coming out with a Soundwave that has really awesome looking tapes and has my interest. So, and I have the DX9 one. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. This one, beautiful but too expensive.
Yeah, this one looks cool.
How much is it?
He's like $60, and he's a Legends class figure.
Tyrant, their Megatron was the same price.
Yeah.
He's like
Really?
deluxe class size, right?
Yeah, he'd probably be about deluxe class in size.
I would just like the larger DJD. I'm thinking they're going to be bigger.
Jetfire was almost Jetfire is deluxe class size.
Yep.
Things I'm surprised with Iron Factory is somehow they've dodged having oversized KOs made of their stuff.
Is that a joke?
Huh?
Is that a joke?
No, unless I'm missing something. I would love
Mex Fans Toys has been doing it for a while now.
Yeah.
Oversized?
I have their Ultra Magnus that's oversized.
Yeah, you also got their 6-shot
Commander. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
Well, how oversized? I'm saying like I would love I love their design of their Bruticus, but if I could get that thing as deluxe, chug
I
sized,
think that's
I'd
on
be
the
very
way,
happy.
probably.
It is on its way.
Like Legends Plus sized, I think.
Yeah, that's
Well,
in
not
fact, that's
Legends.
what
Okay, I'm just.
They're not as big as you want, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about like oversized.
when is it ever?
Yeah, they make pills for that too.
That should have been
Don't
the
look at me,
episode
man. I
title.
drive a hatchback.
Hey, we changed last week's episode title on the fly. We
You
can only
did.
do it again this week.
All the did you find any more manga titles?
I haven't been back to the bookstore, but
I have a
we can
book,
peruse
but-
Amazon.
I think you bought one, didn't you?
No, not yet. I'm still debating on which one I want to get. I need one with a good story. It's got to be engaging. It's got to really pull me in. 10,000 things to talk about. Next slide. There we go.
Anything with this? Is this supposed to be an IDW Magnus? I can't tell.
Yes, especially with the.
Who's
Venomous.
making that?
Iron Factory.
It's Iron Factory. I have zero interest in this.
Yeah.
City Commander. They resurrected that name.
Yeah.
Planet X, we can skim through. I mean, I think the Ironhide and Ratchet have been talked about. They look good.
Yeah. Their aesthetic, they're nailing, and they're good because they're the only ones that are doing the Cybertronian, from the game. And it looks great.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool group shot right there.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too that they're using the Hasbro Bumblebee. It's like they have no interest in making their own. The Hasbro one still holds up, in my opinion.
Especially compared to them.
Yeah.
He was way too big for that line.
And their Perceptor has a Autobot logo on it, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. They do that in a
Everybody Perceptor's on special on Big Bad Toy Store.
Everybody keeps wanting to Bumblebee, but I'm like, what size class would he be?
Well, not only that, but everybody bitches when Bumblebee comes out right away in every line.
They don't know what they want.
Transformers fans never complain about shit.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
If I was Hasbro, I'd just be like, shut up, y'all.
I think they do say that quite often.
They do say that. Ever been to a Star Wars?
I've been to a Star Wars convention.
Yeah. Hasbro. Yeah, whatever. Have another Luke.
I'm curious what this thing is here. It looks like it's going to be about 9 inches tall. It looks like it's going to be, I mean, it's War Within Prime. Those are going to be MP scaled. I mean, I guess this is an answer to the fact that the Alpha Pack stuff kind of dried up and isn't really available anymore. I don't know that it necessarily looks better than that. I mean, it's not painted.
And why would you not start with a character that's not already available and already like the other one that came out was reviewed very well, beautiful paint.
Yeah.
and everything. Good articulation. Why not start with a Grimlock or something?
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to look and see. This looks almost like the Alpha Pack, just with new hands. I mean, I wouldn't replace the Alpha Pack one just because it's very hard to get. It's very sought after. It's interesting. This has an LED when Alpha Pack didn't, but their Megatron did. So I will agree. Yeah, Prime does sell. This looks cool, and I've never heard of the company Civil Warrior, so it's kind of like one of those things. Wait for reviews and see,
Or what company did this used to be?
Exactly. What company did this used to be? This one again, another one. No interest in it. Another art book, Optimus Primal, new company, Tran Project X. I'm very happy.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the Generation Toy one. I like Generation Toy as a company. That figure took a shelf dive after I moved, and not a scratch on it. So, yeah, this Beast Mode looks like shit.
And if this is your thing, I'm glad you're getting it, but it's definitely not mine.
So now, what I wanted to get to, fans dolls.
Knew someone's going to do it.
Yeah, I know, right? They had a lot, and this is the big one right here. So, Fans Toys is apparently this year doing a Soundwave, that Fans Toys 02, which this was revealed all the way back when, way before the Masterpiece Soundwave was revealed. It was this was like the first time Takara beat them to the punch in their history. And
they wisely backed off, I think.
Yeah, they wisely backed off. This looks interesting because it appears to be an updated sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious. I'm curious, if they're updating the articulation, or if they're just updating the sculpt.
It looks like it has an ab crunch. I don't think the original did.
I don't know if it does, and that's my big question, right?
One of those side pictures, I can see right underneath of his chest area. You can see where it will rock forward.
Yeah, there's a hinge.
Yeah.
So,
actually, that's probably one of the least stylized fan toys I've ever seen.
I think it's got a possibility of giving the reissue at least a run for their money, because I have the reissue Soundwave on pre-order, and I got to tell you that if this one turns out looking really good, I might switch over depending on the price difference. I like the Laserbeak. It comes with all the tapes. Well, it comes with a fair amount of tapes.
Don't think that Ravage looks good, to be honest.
Ravage is hard to do,
Soundwave
man.
wasn't that good.
Yeah,
I like all the tapes.
I think the Laserbeak looks better than the Takara one. I think that Rumble and Frenzy look better than the Takara.
But which is which?
I know, right?
The one on
here
the
we go.
left is Rumble.
Let's see. Fans Toys acoustically. Is this the
So
old,
go to the-
old
yeah, go to the-
thread?
yeah.
That's what I wanted to pull up just to see. No.
I mean, the Laserbeak looks fine. The Laserbeak and Buzzsaw look fine. The Rumble and Frenzy, I'm 50-50 on. I still kind of like the Takara one. The Ravage one, even the Ravage, though, for Takara wasn't much to write home about. So you know what? If that's the weakest from both sets, if that's the weakest from both sets, then they're on par with each other.
So yeah, this kind of goes to show how old this thread is. 2012.
I mean, it's FTO2 for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't renumber it. They're just like, fuck it, we're just gonna go with the original numbering.
The protos show them with the old style. There's Walmart Starscream. So it does look like he's an updated sculpt. Like I said, the big question is going to be, does he have an ab crunch?
Before I do the review for this,
so
here's something for y'all to worry about on this Maverick, Fans Toys Maverick. The little tab that keeps the knee pad on, don't force that all the way on tight, because I cannot get this detachment, and that's a part that looks like it'll break off.
Get the
Glad
heat
you're paying
gun.
attention to the topic, man. Glad you're paying attention to the topic.
He's got his thoughts put together for when it's
You're
time.
lucky. I'm still here right now.
I got to tell you, though, on this guy, like, I was going to say it makes me wonder if they learned from Hot Rod, but I don't think they've had time to learn from Hot Rod. I think they probably saw what was going to happen. I'm sure they knew that this Hot Rod has been treading water forever, and they released it as is and took a bunch of flack for it. And while it was decent, it wasn't up to par with current releases. And I think they're trying to avoid making the same mistake twice here.
For me, I think it's going to boil down to the
working
price.
on this beforehand, before Hoodlum came out.
That's what that's what I'm saying. They would have had to have been working on this beforehand.
So, Dave, you mentioned the price of it.
Between that and what, because remember, the new, how much was the Soundwave reissue?
150.
And do we have the price on this guy?
Not yet.
No.
But remember, the Soundwave reissue only has one tape. It only has Laserbeak or Buzzsaw. I can't remember.
Well,
Does this guy definitely come with Rumble and Frenzy? Because every picture I see is showing Laserbeak and Ravage together, but they don't show like all four. They don't show like.
It doesn't say that they're their own releases. That's what's interesting. Here, this product shot has Laserbeak and Ravage, but yeah, there's nothing.
I would think if Rumble and Frenzy were their own release, they'd have their own number on their picture.
Yeah. I mean, here it says FTO2 acoustic wave. And I mean, Fans Toys does tend to, I mean, these don't look like they have all that complex of engineering. I mean, there's no sculpted detail really on those legs. So
well, it's going to come down to price and color. Depending on what kind of color scheme, they're going to go for tune, or is it going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be tune. Fan Toys is like, yeah.
So imagine if they could undercut Takara with more accessories. That I think would be a declaration. I think
I would buy the Fans Toys.
I'm good with what I've got. I've got a ton of tapes for Soundwave. I would honestly, I would personally just wait for Takara to do their redesign if they do one.
I don't know that they would, though, if they're doing a reissue. I mean, they eventually, yes, they'll do everything again.
I mean, you can say that, but they've reissued Bumblebee and they've reissued MP10. I mean, there was just a reissue of MP10. Yeah, Starscream. But there was just a reissue.
The Soundwave Plus.
Yeah, exactly. So there's
for
probably going to be
$75 more.
Well, there's no new version of Starscream though, just because they reissued him.
Here's a thought too. What if they, with these Plus figures, they're adding like Smokescreen has some retooled parts. Like Smokescreen appears to be the most extensive retool of all the Pluses because he's got the shoulder cannons are now integrated into his transformation. He's got a brand new head sculpt and swappable faces like Blue Streak does, and new effects pieces. Yeah. So what if they were to take Soundwave and re-engineer his hips and then give him an ab crunch? I mean, that's all they need to do. Maybe even give him new hands. And I mean, that's a very minor retool to modernize a figure.
I like the feet on the Fans Toys one. It's more cartoon accurate. Where it's just the toe coming out instead of a whole foot.
Yeah.
I think you'd have a tough decision on your hands. Like you said, it shouldn't be. I don't work in toy manufacturing, but they've proven that it's not that difficult for them to do a retool on their older releases. They've proven that it's a thing they can do.
Oh, those tapes look awful, man. I mean, I'm not gonna I wouldn't have them as tapes, but like, look, you can tell what's Laserbeak and you can tell what's Ravage.
I mean, you say that, but that looks like a standard Laserbeak transformation. Now, the Rumble and Frenzy are weird with the head right in the middle, but that's again, you're seeing the white the white CADs. That I don't think you can go by that.
Yeah.
I think the market they're fighting on is basically reissue versus people going for the reissue versus this.
I will say,
if you've already got your Soundwave, that's still considered one of probably the best masterpiece made. Period.
I think if you look at this teaser image here with Blaster, I think that's what they should have gone for because the only Blaster in the market has been the X-Transbot one. Yeah, and I think Blaster needs an update more than anything.
Yep. And for
I
what
will
it's
not
worth,
disagree with you on that.
that's the picture T was talking about, where if you look right below his upper body, there is what looks like a circular part of a hinge where he may double over on an ab crunch.
Yeah.
Right. I'm pointing with my mouse, like anybody can see that, but it's there.
I see what you're talking about, like right here.
Yes.
But
yes.
It's kind of hard to say because of how much backpack is there.
Agreed. It's all speculation.
Yep.
Depending on how much he costs, Soundwave has been my favorite Decepticon for a minute. I probably would get it.
So their Blitzwing looks good.
And he's up for pre-order too.
He's up for pre-order, but unlike Acoustic Wave, he doesn't say coming 2019. So yeah, he's.
The thing about Blitzwing, you never see him coming.
You think he's a parts former?
No, I don't think he's a parts former at
Because
all.
they don't show that turret anywhere.
The others haven't been parts formers. I mean, if KFC can do it without parts forming, I mean, the turret probably collapses up into this right here, if I had to guess.
He is on for pre-order for $144. Let's call it $145, which is well below what I would have thought they would have offered him at. And it also has a release date of July 2019, which is total bullshit.
Wasn't that Quieted price?
Yes.
I was shocked Quietus was that much.
You think that was expensive or cheap?
Cheap.
Yeah.
I thought he would be worth more than that, especially with all the stuff he comes with.
Speaking of which, anybody want to buy an Elegos?
Nah.
Nah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
So this one's got me curious. I'm wondering how many people are happy and how many people are salty about this thing.
I'm salty about it. I think this looks better than the X-Transbots one by a hair.
I think they saw the X-Transbots one. They're like, we got to get back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Let's take some of theirs.
I think they heard too many people complaining.
Yeah.
So I sold mine right after the review.
Yeah. I got to agree with Lowell Martin saying Fans Toys is killing Takara prices. That's for certain.
Well, Takara keeps thinking they can just hack away at the wallet. I mean,
with the exception of the MPM line, the MPM line's cheap. The MPM line is like what they used to cost.
Yeah, you could tell it's a Hasbro thing.
Once we talk about some of the SDCC stuff, I might say something about my Masterpiece collection that's going to cause you boys to riot.
Not much can cause me to riot anymore.
As long as it's a quiet riot, I'm alright with that.
I think this guy looks good. I was planning on getting the X-Transbots one. Now I don't know.
But when does it come out, though?
I think I saw somewhere that did say 2019. And here they're teasing a cliff jumper. Look at the silhouette of that cliff jumper.
That looks
when
like
X-Transbots will come out, you might get the itch.
Yeah, I mean it sucks here too because it's like I don't think that their Huffer necessarily looks better than the Bad Cube.
Oh, but it'll have diecast. I have diecast.
I'm good with Bad Cube Huffer.
I mean, I don't have diecast, and I'm all right with that.
Yeah, but I think that this definitely looks better than the X-Transbots one, and it's.
I don't think though if you bought the X-Transbots one, I don't think that would be one worth switching over from one to the other.
No, I completely agree. I think the Brawn's looking pretty good. I don't think that their Beachcomber looks better than the X-Transbots one though. I don't even I don't know. I like Arcos a lot.
I think that's the thing with X-Transbots too. Is I think a lot of the times that they if they can get it out first and be good enough, they can avoid the good enough is for especially some of these like second tier characters is what people like. Just like you said, like Arcos is good enough. I may not go for this other one, so it might be enough to keep you from buying it again.
So this guy, Great Googa Mooga. This looks awesome. This is the Jing Jang. I think that's how you say it. This is their Wing Dragon. And if you slept on the Perfect Effect Megatron, Yeah, this guy looks to be nigh on perfect.
Are you looking for the box with your perfect effect Megatron?
And I know exactly where it is.
that actually.
Are you going to give me a discount?
No.
The bro fam discount.
I need to fund this.
That is looking. Do you have a price on that?
I don't know. I think I read it was 200.
Yeah. That is a showpiece right there.
Yeah, it is. Now, again, brand new company. Need to wait for reviews. But yeah, I mean that.
I just hear
David. I didn't care first because I liked Mega Dragon better at first, but now that I see these pictures, it looks like he jumped off of the show.
Look here. He even has like the pupils painted in, just like the masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron does. Yeah. When I first saw the renders of this, he wasn't all that impressive. But seeing it painted, it is a sight to behold. And the hands, like here it's him doing the superhero pose. Perfect. Here in Ben's Collectibles there. Yeah, so I need to figure out a way to I'll keep the cryotech, so I'll at least have the perfect effect mold, but I need this to be my my regular Beast Wars Megatron. I just Can
you imagine if those guys then also made an optimal?
Oh my god. That would be insane.
Optimal?
Because we all know that the high-ranking people of third party watch our show. So.
Hey, we've had some of them on here. We need to get that ball rolling again.
Producer.
Matt's giving the thumbs up. So, all right. So let's move on to some SDCC stuff.
Well, do we want to have the Unicron discussion first? Because I think the SDCC is going to run.
Okay, so
who's buying it? Raise your hands.
I want to buy it if I can afford it.
I am going to.
Okay, that's one.
I know my significant other watches the show, so yeah. Oh, look at this White Ranger helmet. Goddamn, Hasbro Pulse has been on it. We'll get back to the Power Ranger stuff because there's been some cool Power Ranger stuff. So, Unicron, the figure release that's literally blown up the internet in the toy communities, at least. This got revealed.
Everybody
earlier.
I know has tagged me in that damn thing.
Likewise. So, anybody, if you're a Transformers fan, and folks know you're a Transformers fan, they have alerted you to this. So. Hasbro decided to do this for those that don't know, for those that aren't Transformers fans. I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know. I think we have some non-Transformers fans or some casuals that listen. So if you trudge through our Transformers and third-party talk and you're not a huge Transformers fan, thank you for being part of the show still. But this figure, he is the largest commercially produced Transformer ever. The largest official Transformer ever, I should say. So he's dethroning the Titans, Metroplex, and Fortress Maximus. If you're looking at the screen, if you're watching us on YouTube, yep, that's $575.
I look at that face, and this is all I want to do.
So this is a crowdfunding thing. The understanding I have is that you're not going to get charged for it until it ships in 2021. So if you back it, there's time to save. So I'm getting this and I'm looking at it like MP44, where that's just going to have to be my big purchase for 2021. I'm just going to squirrel away money all during 2020. And I will just say, Alexa, don't kill me.
Actually, let me update you. If the campaign is successful, your payment method will be charged on August 31st, 2019. So you get charged the minute it gets backed.
What's the progress of the backing right now?
It is at 1412.
You weren't supposed to say that live, man. I think you just ruined his plan.
I know, but I don't want people to get the wrong impression.
Huh?
Well then.
Oh.
So you get charged immediately. It didn't.
Yeah.
You said that. I was like, but then they won't have the money to make it. They need the money to make it.
I'm gonna blame Nate on this one because Nate said it was going to be like a holding charge, and then they were going to charge you on a ship.
No,
what's the percentage? How close are they? You gave me the number. I want to know the percentage. Like, are they at 10%?
So you math it up.
Yeah. So right now they're at over 1,400 backers out of the 8,000. We're in what, day 2?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's been a few.
Day 3.
Yeah, we'll say day 3.
There's 44 days, and they're almost to 1,500.
I think you're probably going to get a few stragglers here. The middle part of the month is going to die off interest. Then the end, you're going to have an absolute blitz of people that make up their minds, and I think it'll get back no problem. I don't think there's a question. I think it's going to get back.
So yeah,
there's to say, haha, never mind. We're going to use this to save Michigan instead.
I mean, to be at 17.5% already, I mean, it's doing better than that Cookie Monster is.
Did anybody expect that Cookie Monster to? You know what? Sesame Street fans are out there. Yeah. Godspeed to you people.
What is interesting is that the Takara Tomy Mall is saying that they're going to sell this, but I don't know whether they're going to sell it conditionally that this gets backed.
Yes, and that I'm hearing the number that they plan on allocating is going to be added to the backer amount.
Okay.
That's what I'm hearing in my back channels.
It's possible there's a chance for people to get it if this doesn't get backed.
No. It's got to get back first.
Oh, okay.
If it does get back, then an allotment will be sent to the mall, to the Takara Mall.
Gotcha.
Why do they need $4.5 million to make this?
I think it's probably just to cover the shipping, the R&D. I don't think this is going to be. I think they're going to tweak this. I mean, with any, did they deliver on the barge on time?
Yes, the barge was like the perfect crowdfunding. Everybody was really happy with that.
I will say that I was looking up prices to the barge this morning. The coworker was asking me about this, and I was like, well, yeah, it's a good investment because, I understand the aftermarket prices on the barge are insane, and they're selling anywhere from $1,000 to $1,400, and then yak face alone is $300 to $400.
It was $400 buy-in, so that's a good turnaround.
Yeah. So,
and if you were a hardcore fan, to get the barge, have a place for all your 3.75 figures. More
now
power
get
to
yourself a Unicron to wreck the barge.
I want to see that picture. I want to see like that scene from like Transformers the movie where his hand is like smashing down.
Yeah. I think too, a part of the 500, and this is actually kind of a little bit of a bonus, is that the $575 does, I think, include taxes and shipping. I think that is the price you will pay for this thing to be delivered to your door in a year and a half.
Yeah, the shipping, it weighs 19 pounds.
Right.
Which,
and that box has got to be fairly decent size, I would think.
If I remember correctly, I paid $375 for my Omega from Fans Toys. And that thing weighs 12 pounds. So I'm kind of curious what makes this weigh what it does. I haven't even gone through.
That stand probably is going to be some good solid weight to it because that's going to support it in planet mode.
It might have die cast in it.
I kind of hope it does at some of the more necessary joints.
I mean the stand itself.
Yeah, maybe.
Might have die cast.
I would think it would have like a metal base.
Yeah,
to hold the weight of the figure to keep it from wobbling. What I find interesting as well is the fact that this is still considered to be part of the Siege line, even though it's like priced out of the water. So I'm curious too if that means at this price do they throw like this the safety standards out of the water?
I don't think so. I mean, this is a specialty piece, but I'm imagining it's probably still got to live up to most of the. If it's going to be sold U.S. retail,
right.
It's not though. I guess. I don't know. I'm just saying shit.
Does this mean though that Unicron will be in the Siege fiction? So when they make that new show,
well, he's in a war for Cybertron, not specifically Siege.
Yeah.
On TFW right now, they've got some pictures of the Unicron with a person. I can't tell. Is that John Warden in the picture? It's pulling up now. So give me a second. And I sure hope Chrome doesn't crap out on me.
And I know, I don't know, like the price is outrageous for sure, but from looking at the pictures of the prototype, you're getting an awful lot for it. I mean, I don't know. It seems kind of ballpark for me for what you're getting. And I'm hoping too that there's also little extras like maybe miniature static statues of the cast that can go on it or around it.
Yeah,
swap out pieces.
How heavy is the barge?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this Unicron has way more engineering than the barge, probably.
I bet the barge has got more paint.
Well, you can't. I mean, that's simply an unpainted proto. Like people were complaining about the color yellow, and I'm like, you got to wait and see what it looks like.
The prototype is fully painted. That whole face has got paint all over it.
But none of it's finalized, though. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to be right back. This Hangout has crashed my browser.
Uh-oh. Well, Matt, it looks like you've been debunked on the taxes. Nate Simmons says he ran him $620 after California taxes.
Really? What about shipping?
Free shipping because he's a premium member. So if you are not a premium member, you have to pay shipping.
Oh. And this is 2 years from now. So do you have to renew it?
Oh, that's a good question.
So we did get
California,
charged taxes. Okay.
They love your taxes.
Nate, what is California's tax rate? Okay, Google, what is California's tax rate?
A lot.
7.25%.
7.25%.
Website avalara.com. The California.
Okay, Google, shut up.
North Carolina. Damn.
That's actually lower than I thought it was going to say.
Well, that's the same as North Carolina sales tax.
Ours is only 6.
Yeah,
ours 5% for years, for a long time.
I don't know, man.
And
like
5% was easier to calculate.
What size class would they call this? Would this be like Galaxy class?
I saw a picture that said divorce class.
Divorce class.
Divorce class? Yeah, okay. Divorce class. I'm looking at the face, and you don't have pictures of it up now. We have here. I'm going to bring up the static picture of Zero. So it fell out. Okay. He's even got the ports for the effects. I think I would have skipped that because I don't want gimmicks like that. You know what I mean? If I'm paying that amount, this thing needs to be pristine without the little pegs for the effect pieces.
I don't know. I'm cool with it.
And it says, too, one of the articles said that it had movable eyes. And since Unicron doesn't have irises, I'm assuming that they're talking about a swap-out piece for like a cracked eye or something like that.
So I'm wondering if while he doesn't have irises, I'm wondering if his eyes light up. And
that could be.
Point around. Because that's the Thrilling 30 Metroplex had that, where his eyes lit up and you could move the like LEDs around in there.
And if his head doesn't pop off as a gimmick, that's a missed opportunity.
I said that too. Yeah.
That's what's the guy who wrote the Transformers movie?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Vince.
No, Vince was the composer.
It's a composer.
Flint Dille. He was in their panel and he said he wants the head to come off. But I don't know if they confirmed it or not.
I know a lot of people want the kibble to come off. I think that would be awesome if they could make that happen.
I'm wondering what the kibble looks like without the stand under it, because I know that stand makes it look way worse.
Yeah.
I want to hope that he can stand without the stand.
I don't think he can, if I had to guess from those shots. And that's all we're going by the way. So we could be totally wrong. But just looking at those shots, I don't think he can.
The prototype is always unstable.
Yeah, that's true too.
So let me see if I can share this out without it crashing my browser this time. But it looks like, so the gray prototype is on display. It has a gray prototype stand. So nuts to that.
Well, the prototype, the gray prototype is probably way worse.
Yeah. But there it is.
Don't they have shots of him in the booth? The painted up model.
Yeah, there are shots of that there.
Yeah. I know someone was complaining too about all the amount of line work on this guy, but this is the figure of any that needs all the line work because it's a fucking planet. Like it's supposed to have intricate detail all throughout.
And all the close-ups of the movie showed that.
Yeah.
That blew my mind when I was little.
What do you guys feel like
how much detail there?
The waffling that's going on here in the wing pieces?
I can deal with the wing pieces.
Yeah, I agree because they have to be lightweight. I don't want, especially when he's in robot mode. I don't like the Armada Unicron. The wing pieces can't hold their own weight, so they just flop. And there's like at least on mine, there's a very specific position that those wing pieces have to be in to stay up, and this needs to not have that problem.
That's a good point. I think all in all, it looks fantastic. I mean, especially here at this gray prototype, like the kibble on the legs does not look very prevalent.
Do we think a third party is going to answer the call?
Yep. If this gets released, I can definitely, I can definitely see like Zhejiang or Wei Zhang or Black Mamba, one of those companies.
Would Fans Toys dare to try this thing?
Oh no.
I think they dare. I think that they. I don't think that they. I mean, you can't do a masterpiece scale Unicron unless you're looking to start a real estate company.
Well, no, and I would argue that it really doesn't have. This doesn't fall into masterpiece or chug scale. It's a planet. I mean, it's going to have its own size. There's no scaling it.
At this point, this is just to have the best possible representation of the character in your collection.
Someone should oversize this though, and it should be so big that you actually have to invite 3 or 4 friends over to help you transform it.
You might.
I mean, that might be the case with this one. We don't know yet.
That was the old rumor back in the day.
And then, meanwhile, the Unicron prototype was actually like relatively small.
There was 2 unproduced Unicrons. There was the really, really, really ugly one, and then there was the Beast Wars shell former.
Yeah, that ugly one was the one that had its arms were actually the planetary rings, and that was we saw that in person, wasn't that? That was at one of the TF cons.
We kind of got the Beast Wars one because Primus took that transformation.
I'm just happy this thing is happening because I'm glad it's available. Well, that's not happening yet, but I'm glad it's a thing that exists.
I'm glad it's available, and I am glad I'm not a well-known reviewer who feels obligated to buy this thing because I'm a well-known reviewer.
People will look to you as a well-known reviewer to guide their purchasing power.
Hey, guys.
Well, I did make my mortgage again.
But
the bank's going to take my house, but at least I can live in Unicron.
Does anybody else have anything to say about this, given the information we've got right now?
I have absolutely zero interest in it.
You mean Jordan or just in general?
Oh, that's right. You can't say that on the show. In general.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to be looking forward to monitoring the crowdfunding on probably twice a week, checking in on it. Just to see how it progresses.
If it gets made and people get it, I'll be very happy for them, but it's not for me.
And then Takara comes out with the Super Jigokin version.
I like it. I like it, and I wish I had $600 laying around.
Oh, hey, Jordan, Red Wings back up on target.
Yeah, without red card?
I don't know. You're asking too much of me.
Yeah, because no, he was available on Target, but you needed a red card in order to get him.
Do you want me to buy it for you? I have a red card.
Yes.
We'll talk after the show.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. So moving on to SDCC stuff. Let's get the since we've been on a Transformers train. Let's wrap the Transformers train up. And Starting off, we'll talk about the Walmart 35th anniversary exclusive figures. Let me reload this. I don't know why it's these.
Great, more things I can't get.
Yeah. I think yeah, you're. I'm not going to kill the momentum for you, Dave. This is the only one that I want right off the bat, and this is the cell shaded Optimus Prime. I got to have every Optimus Prime. We kind of saw these teased a while back. We'll go through real quick. You've got Rumble and Laserbeak. T's not paying attention.
Hopefully they'll fix that. They'll fix that packaging error again.
I never owned G1 Soundwave, so if I see him, I might get him. I don't know,
I have a really good vintage Soundwave, so I'm debating. If anything, I'll probably get the Frenzy pack because my Frenzy looks a mess.
I hope Blue Streak is not hard to find.
I really want Blue Streak too.
I don't know why they're making him like a Walmart exclusive. That seems kind of weird. They should have just made him a general release, but it's whatever. I think he's the best looking of the three cars. I think he looks like the most Cybertronian out of the three of them. And I think he looks like the most realized version from a painting perspective.
Paint job is spectacular.
Yeah. Whereas I think that like Smokescreen kind of like he just looks weird to be painted up that way and be like a Cybertronian car. But yeah.
Just like the Universe version, that one sucked. The Hasbro Universe.
We got Frenzy and Ravage. And
he's not taking the bait.
He's not taking the bait at all.
That's Rumble and Ravage.
He took the bait.
And of course, Prime Sound Blaster. I think Sound Blaster is an interesting one. I think they would have an easier time selling Sound Blaster if he came with like Rat Bat and they made Rat Bat exclusive for this.
A ton of people are going to buy it regardless.
True.
Maybe he'll go on clearance and we won't have to think about it. You just buy it because it's $20.
I think the color scheme looks good on him, though. I think that the red chest looks a lot better. And obviously the red visor looks really good.
I like the red on the alt mode.
This cell-shaded Megatron looks really good as well.
Looks cool. Hey, Jordan. Do you want Red Wing? Because I can hit purchase right now and get it. I don't want it to sell out if you want it.
I'll pass for now.
All right. I clicked it off. It's out of your hands.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, I think these look pretty good. We'll get to the rest of the SDCC stuff real quick. They had a breakfast this morning, a preview breakfast for Hasbro products, and get that up. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Now, do they consume the products, or are they eating breakfast foods while showing off the products? We don't know. None of us have ever attended.
I think maybe
so
both.
Be both.
So this here, we'll go back. I think it's really the only thing here. The toy-colored version of Reflector.
With all the accessories.
The chat's trying to tell us that they're stuck on My Ugly Mug, and please change it before their screens break.
Oh my God! Well,
I have switched the focus over to the slideshow.
Oh, it's your fault.
That's what happens when you get disconnected from.
Is anybody upset that they have the same head mold for all of them?
No.
Aren't they clones? I mean,
yeah,
more or less.
I mean, but the original toys that Viewfinder had a different face.
I'm not too like bummed out about that, to be honest. Like
those
I'm
armor
glad-
parts make up for it.
Yes.
Plain and simple.
Why the hell does it come with the Crimzeek?
Because
Why the hell not?
They're Crimzeek and they're like blast effect pieces, but they're Crimzeek, so they can go on the siege ports. I think that's freaking awesome, and yeah.
I do hope that some well-known sticker company for Transformers gets a sticker set for this that replaces that awful refractor with the correct word.
Yeah, except they're going to put in a bunch of stupid-looking chrome stickers.
But you don't have to apply those.
Yeah, but that way they can sell the set for like $45.
Yeah.
These
guys are currently up for sale right now too on Big Bad and where else? Entertainment Earth.
Entertainment Earth.
Pre-order,
yeah. It's a box set, which I think they should have done in the first place.
Where are the camera mode pictures here? I know they had camera mode. They
do, but
there we go. And that camera looks so good. That takes me back to like looking at the back of G1 boxes and seeing that mail away for the camera, and the mail away had already expired because
you were too young.
I was too young.
So I know for a fact I still have the viewfinder or the lens, and I still have the flash, but I've lost all their guns.
I sold my original reflector.
What's wrong with you?
We could have a whole B-side on that.
What?
Oh, I sold my G1 collection. Remember a couple like 2 years ago.
But it's reflector. The most rarest transformer of all.
I will say the worst looking aspect of this is that they put refractor across there, and it's like that. I guess it would be its left side, the KTOR. It looks larger than the,
What throws me off is the red bot. Is very red.
He is in the original though. The G1 is like that. The only thing different from this and the G1, if I remember correctly, is that the the bot with the flash on it should have black on its shins as well, on the bottom legs. I think it's black on both sides.
At the end of the day, though, it still looks like a camera that my great aunt once got for me with their Marlboro models.
And that box looks awesome too. Did you say anything about the box? Because that box is shiny and reflective and looks really cool.
They said it was supposed to look like a camera box. I think that's a really no, it doesn't. It does not at all. I've never seen a camera that came in a box like that. Like even in the 80s and 90s, like camera boxes always had like some shitty family taking a picture at a park. That was like,
Hey, what he means is that the entire family was actually scum. He just, they looked nice, but we all knew that they were scum.
Yes. I'm in for this one. It's definitely like one that I'd really enjoy having, and it's one of those things where I'd like to own, yeah, but I was gonna say Army build the opticlones or reflector bots. It would be cool to have like these guys since they're so different.
I just think it's not fit. I just wish I could get those armor parts to also put on the regular refractor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll fit.
You could, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, they look that good, like the little shoulder pads that are the top of the camera. But anyway, thousands of things to talk about.
I know, right? So let's break away from some Transformer stuff, and let's see what do we got next on the docket.
NECA Mortal Kombat.
NECA Mortal Kombat? Where's NECA Mortal Kombat?
There's only two of them.
You mean McFarlane Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah, McFarlane.
There is a very big difference.
Yeah. Let me pull that up. McFarlane actually had some cool stuff.
that will leave you disappointed after you buy it.
So, maybe. Maybe. Let me get this open. So unfortunately, whoever took these photos for Toy Arc did so with flash photography. So some of these figures I don't think look as good as they could. We'll cut through the Fortnite stuff. Guy that looks like Storm Shadow.
The robot looks pretty cool, which I don't see here yet.
Yeah, we'll get to it. That guy there.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool. I like him. Or rather, I'd like to buy him from Jazzware.
Yes.
Looks like Widowmaker.
We could skip them. Just go straight to the other properties they got.
All right. We'll start with I guess we'll look here at the My Hero stuff. Matt, Joe, you guys are fans. How you feeling about these?
I feel like I'm obligated to purchase the All Might because I've been bitching about having an All Might figure for like 2 years now. But there's something weird about it. Like the proportions don't look right.
Somebody also said something about the shading on the face.
Yeah, no one's tried to tackle that shading yet. Like even in like the little statues that you see in GameStop, no one's done that.
Yeah.
And for starters too, like the scale is they just threw scale out the window because I don't think Shigaraki is the same height as All Might. I just don't think that's
the scale's all messed up. But how do you say his name? Shigaraki?
Yeah.
Shigaraki.
Well, if you look at him in the
really good.
You can call him Tomura.
If you look at the pictures here, like next to Bakuga, like the bottoms of their feet come up to All Might's like upper thigh.
Yeah, the kids are better scale for sure, but Shigaraki's a taller character. He's got really long legs, so maybe he is as tall, but I don't think he is.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems to me like All Might, they've got him like he's got huge like gorilla arms that are not the right like proportion, and then his head and it, like is basically like the closer you get to his head, it looks like they fucked up with the plastic or like how they were doing proportions. Everything else looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Two observations I've had is that one, I hope the green lightning effect is removable from Midoriya because that's going right on the Figma if it is. And B, I'm worried that the boxes and the promo pictures don't show them in any kind of action move. It's just showing them in this A stance with the hands out to the
side. That's what they did with the One Punch Man, and he can't articulate for shit. However, they're showing off actual posing with their Mortal Kombat stuff, so that's...
Yeah. Well, we'll get through this. Like, Naruto here, it looks like he's posed... cut up to the Mortal Kombat stuff. No pun intended. That's interesting here to see Harry Potter next to the Mortal Kombat characters.
That's in my fan fiction, actually. I'll let y'all read it.
So Scorpion and Sub-Zero, the obvious choices. First off, I'm going to say that this skull effect for McFarlane, that's woefully underpainted, and it's kind of obvious that they're using flash photography on here. But like, I'm not feeling these weapon effects. Like was it Mezco that did the Mortal Kombat X figures? I think they did a way better job, even with like Sub-Zero had like undersized weapons in that line.
Yep, he did.
I think Scorpion looks good. T, you were saying that you think they might be hiding the hip joints under the skirt, as in they.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're regular joints and not like the Fortnite where they're gonna grind up against sculpt under there. So I'm hoping they're rounded under the loincloths. That's the hope, the dream. And since they have them posed right there, that's more than likely right. But I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna own that Scorpion because I've been wanting a modern day Scorpion for a minute.
I think he's going to be a big seller for them. I mean, I like the design from Mortal Kombat 11 a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about like the way this is posed there. It looks like he's like
I hate that spear.
Yeah.
I hate that spear.
Like the hand
is
sculpt
not-
isn't great either.
But it's like
That-
whoever did that looks like they've never played Mortal Kombat.
It looks like he's like throwing the spear and going like, eh.
Yeah, the spear looks like it could use some of them pills we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You know,
The,
we were
the
talking
other thing
before.
with the hands. Now that you brought up the hands, I wish they would have replaceable hands like fist or judo chop
Yeah.
hands.
And that's the thing is they should have a bunch of hands.
Well, McFarlane ones don't, but I do know a company that does offer them.
An awesome company.
Also, live updates. The McFarlane Mortal Kombat figures are up for pre-order on Big Bad.
Strong collectibles can suck my dick. Oh, I heard like something in the wind.
You know what Storm doesn't have? A Martin Scorpion.
No,
Yet?
they don't.
They're
I
coming out
don't
with Mortal
think they're
Kombat
ever
3
gonna
one.
do
They're working their way up the line.
They need to work faster.
This Doom Marine I'm going to get. I don't care how.
I can concede that.
Yeah, I don't care how limited it is. It's just there's very, 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 very few pieces of Doom merchandise out there. And you know, what? How long has Doom been available? 93. Like 26 years of Doom. There's been like next to no merchandise. So I've got the big 3A Doom Marine from 2016 Doom. I gotta have this because this is like closer to the classic costume. And I'm also pumped for Doom Eternal. So I think McFarlane was I think McFarlane was like the most disappointing at SDCC this year. Get into some Overwatch stuff. Get through this stuff real quick.
It's cool. I like the Genji. I like the ninjas. McCree looks cool, but after going Figma, I really can't.
Yeah.
I got spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in Dave's camp right now.
Yeah, I'm with both of them. Like these guys do
Now that
look
I got
cool,
these.
but
I just want to know, like, where is like the Mika there? Like, you've got the set with Diva.
Is she the one with the black outfit? Oh, who is that?
Yeah, that's Diva
That's
right
Diva.
there. You know, there's multiple flavors of Genji here. Another Pharah.
Of the Overwatch line, Pharah and Tracer are probably their two best.
I still actually like Mercy the best, to tell you the truth.
Got Hanzo. I see another Lucio back there.
I want that
Except-
cowboy dude.
Except
McCree.
the part of not being able to hold their weapons. that's the killer.
Hopefully that gets addressed for Wave 2.
It needs to, because that is pathetic.
I was just hoping that they'd have like Bastion or Mika, something that would pique my interest. Like I can get like Diva, because she was my main, and be like kind of like one and done on that. I think Bastion would be a big seller too, because of if they made him transform.
I'm surprised they didn't do Diva like they did with Reinhardt, of just a big $50 figure.
Yeah.
For the
They
match.
still might, though. I mean, you still might get Mecha out all by herself.
Is anybody reading the comments?
I had to close the chat out after my browser crashed.
'Cause I know that's talking about me transforming this thing the whole time.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Nate was
Maverick.
wondering who the guy is with the Tupperware shield.
Oh, that's
That
Reinhardt.
would be Reinhardt.
So Star Wars, it looks like they're finally getting this like what was this called? Real
Hyperreal.
Hyperreal, yeah.
Real dolls.
God. It looks like they went back to the drawing board on this Vader though, because he looks better than he did.
I didn't see him.
I'm a massive Star Wars fan, and I need to be sold on these larger figures. I'm not in.
Yeah, he's an 8-inch scale. I'm not entirely sure what they're going for, but they have metal skeletons, so they're kind of like maquettes in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're like the TB Leagues because he's supposed to have squishy skin under there. So if you want a squishy Vader with a lot of articulation,
Can you just say squishy Vader again?
Squishy Vader.
Why do that with the scale though?
I think they're so that, I mean, that's the thing, right? Is Star
It probably
Wars
made it easier to put the skin on. But why would they choose Vader for the first one?
Because
he can't even show off the skin.
Because he's a one-off. Like he gets people interested in like what they're doing with the scale, and the thing about doing Vader, right, is if he has like a squishy skin, he's not going to be outdated. Like as they improve the series, that's the biggest problem with Black Series, right? Is you look at like some of the older figures, they're part of the same line, but they don't hold up because they're doing the digital face prints now. And you do a masked character for your first run, I mean, that figure is not going to become outdated. Plus, if like Hyperreal isn't successful, people can just have an 8-inch Vader that just stands on their shelf, and that's all they really need. Like, if you have like one Star Wars toy, I mean, it's Darth Vader makes sense.
Vader or Fett, yeah.
Why would anyone have one Star Wars? That's asinine.
Don't call me asinine.
That's
Don't call me ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly happy with 0 Star Wars toys.
No. I have that Disney Store Darth Vader. I think the Disney Store Darth Vader is probably the same size as that.
I thought that was a 12-inch.
They are. They're slightly bigger, but they're more in line with 12-inch scale.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my Kylo Ren from that series.
But I think
what are you thinking?
I think it makes sense to do something that's different, considering that there's so much competition in the 6-inch and the 12-inch scale, scale figures. Do an 8-inch scale, try and do a one-off, try and make this like your own, movie masterpiece line. I think it's ambitious. So it's just gonna be like one of those things to see how it pays off for Hasbro.
Cool. What's next?
All right. So we've got the actually that's some cool packaging right there. Yeah, it's funny they like create this really cool packaging for it, but this is probably never going to hit like regular retail.
I'll bet it does. I don't know. I don't think you'd put that much effort into the packaging like that if it wasn't going to.
We got a display of Sith Troopers, which I'm sure Matt wants to scoop up.
I'm going to try to scoop up that exclusive box.
We got this vintage 3-pack Evolution Luke Skywalker. I think this is a pretty cool set. You get like the trash compactor, Stormtrooper Luke, not trash compactor hair. You get a X-Wing pilot Luke and Return of the Jedi Luke. This I would love to have. I have the Poe Dameron helmet. I would actually really like this for my little Star Wars shelf. You go next to my Vader helmet. This looks really good. I'm hoping that just like with the Poe Dameron helmet, it hits clearance at Target and I can get one for $30. All right, moving right along.
Yeah, was it Celebration coming up? Star Wars really didn't show much, which isn't a big surprise.
Yeah, they always have like the big reveals at Celebration. So Marvel Legends are Build-A-Figure Bro Thor, which I think is his
greatest
official name
ever. Cheese whiz through his veins.
So, of course, we got some of the what is this? The 80 years. They still can't get the Chris Evans head sculpt right. But that's a pretty good
The
Haley.
Walmart one was alright.
It's a good likeness to Haley Atwell at least.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Her boobs are too small.
are they? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Compared to that picture out there.
Of course, we get Louise and Ghost from Ant-Man and Wasp. I think that's a pretty neat.
That Ghost. If you see that face on Ghost up close, it is amazing. I don't think they have any there at the event. Any good close.
That's pretty good.
I know.
I don't remember what she looks like, to tell you the truth.
I know. T, you found the Korg
Yeah,
and
Korg didn't
Grandmaster.
look so good, but the Grandmaster looked really good. But they have another special Grandmaster and Collector that looked better than that.
There wasn't-
That's Chaos Theory.
Man, imagine if Hasbro got the Jurassic Park license back. Get a really
They're finally.
You just
I
want
don't know
that
if we're gonna-
shirt with Ian Malcolm.
Maybe I do. I have. That's like one of the pop vinyls I actually have.
Mattel is going to start releasing that 6-inch Jurassic Park line, or World Jurassic Park, and they took some of the articulation they had on the prototypes, I think.
What's up with this Peter Parker head sculpt going on here?
Yeah,
It's like
I don't know if it's a prototype or what.
Yeah,
It looks weird.
because like the other head sculpts they have on the already released one, it looks way more like Tom Holland.
That looks like Sean from Boy Meets World.
It does.
I don't care. I need that 2-pack in my life.
Yeah, the Iron Man's pretty cool there. He's got some pretty cool effects pieces going on. Pretty good paint. Of course, you got Hela.
She
And,
I am replacing my Hela with that one. Absolutely.
yeah, she's got like the hair down. I think that looks a lot better. And of course, you
And the
got
first one looked good. That's crazy.
yeah, and of course you got some of the 80-year stuff, the regular comics. That Captain America back there looks really good.
What's that Build-A-Figure there on the right in the blue?
That's the Blob.
What?
Where?
For real? Show me.
Oh.
See,
I
there,
know what
there
you're
it
talking
is, like right there.
I think that's an elbow.
Oh.
Actually.
about.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Well, I saw that one picture of someone had overdrive, and it turned out that was a custom. So I got faked out on that.
Nate Sim wants to know if that's Scotimus in that picture.
it could be.
Like they'd let him in there.
And yeah, if you're a true Starscreamer, you've got some of these figures right now.
In hand.
wonder-
It's like it jumped out of the screen.
I want to hear Scotimus harassing John Warden.
Oh my god. So we'll get on to our last
Ew.
pieces here. We've got some more stuff from the Hasbro breakfast, and this is some of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection stuff. And
They
this
show
is
the Pink Ranger in there?
not in this one. We'll get to her. So
I
we've
need
got
that.
the Red Ranger Power Armor. That looks awesome. Of course, you got this is like the SDCC set where you get like the evolution of Jason. You get him as the Red Ranger and him as the the Gold Ranger. Hey, stuff that's already out.
And then they have that other 2-pack.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get to that. I've got that right here. I think. Nope, that's not it. No, don't do that.
Take us home.
I'm trying. You know what? We're already on Toku Nation, so we'll just go up here. We'll make it real easy. Oh no, the cascade effect.
Hey, you wanted solitaire.
I did. All right, so we'll go right into the Pink Ranger.
Yeah, we will.
I set myself up.
She's got an Amy Jo. She's got the Amy Jo head.
Yeah,
Of
I
course,
do.
of course, they don't have a picture here. We've got a Green Ranger and Putty 2-pack that looks friggin' awesome.
I have no regrets on getting rid of my Bandai America Green Ranger after seeing that guy.
I need to get rid of my Figuarts ones.
I don't know if I
got-
get rid of the figure arts ones.
Yeah, I think I need to. I think it's going to be far more economical to get the Lightning Collection ones.
Oh, right, because I already have a complete Mighty Morphin team.
Yeah. Whereas I've just got the Red Ranger, the Green Ranger, and the White Ranger. And I've got the White Ranger from the Lightning Collection. So, yeah, it's fine. You're fine.
A Maverick is longer than Sky Jetfire.
All right.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, right? All right. Let me see if I can find this Amy Jo Johnson face sculpt here.
Pterodactyl!
There's Goldar. Goldar is up for pre-order on GameStop right now.
And Goldar isn't as gold as he was before.
Unless you're watching this podcast 2 years from now, then it's probably not up.
All right. I can't find the Amy Jo Johnson head sculpt.
It's on the Entertainment Earth website.
But you're getting an Amy Jo Johnson head sculpt. You're getting 2 figures from Mighty Morphin Beast, the Beast Morphers, which is the new current series, and then they're also coming out with the Magna Defender for Wave 2, who is from space, if I recall. So that's for our Power Rangers Season 2 Lightning. But let's go to the most important toy company around.
What's up?
Oh, I hate you.
Here we go. I found it on Entertainment Earth. Let me see if I can zoom in.
Enhance.
Would you like to know more?
Oh, I get that right.
Enhance. Is Joe still here?
He is sitting there looking very underwhelmed so far.
So-
He is just not impressed whatsoever. He's thinking about his
Because
bathroom.
we're not talking about the greatest toy company of the 21st century right now.
Well,
Yeah,
Hey.
it would be cool if somebody came out with like a really nice Doomsday or logo.
Thank you,
Bane,
Joe.
Or maybe
Thank you,
even
Joe.
like a Dark Side, maybe from the Injustice game series.
A dark side that you don't have to worry about falling apart.
What falls apart? What Dark Side falls apart? Don't be saying shit about my Mezco Dark Side.
If your Mezco dark side takes a shelf dive, you'll be crying.
It'll go straight through my fucking desk.
And a made out of porcelain or something?
It is. It weighs about 10 pounds.
It sounds like you have good instincts there, Joe. Maybe even ultra instinct.
You know what? They need to fix that hair.
all right.
Yeah, they do.
So you guys are hinting, and I'm lost on this one. So one of you take it away.
SH Figure Arts.
What?
And what's the other thing?
There's
Storm Collectible.
Let's go hit the Storm Collectibles, man.
Yeah,
I don't have it in the dock.
I hate you. Times 2.
I really don't have it in the dock. I saw that they had Smoke, and I saw that they had Kazuya. I didn't see anything worth mentioning.
A whole bunch of other characters.
I'm on Toy Arc and I'm not finding it, but I know it's out there somewhere. Let me
They got World Heroes 2 Jet, which is, okay, not SNK's best game ever, but it's still kind of cool, the figures they have. They've got Golden Axe, which is, again, kind of cool. Comes with a guy riding a freaking dragon. We've got
Almost
Ninja
Nick.
Smoke. Then they've got Terry Bloody Bogart from King of Fighters and Art of Fighting, and my boy Iori Yagami from King of Fighters. So, what's not to love?
I mean, I could go on.
Okay, you own how many Storm collectible figures?
I had one.
You had one. Okay, I'm looking at my shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got all the ninjas, as well as one King of Fighters figure. I've got another one coming in from BBTS. And then I've got all those new Street Fighter ones coming in. I passed off Storm Collectible Street Fighter, and I am fully in on that now.
You have Goro?
Yes, I do. And Shao Kahn.
I wonder if I can get on my computer while I'm on my phone, because I found the Doomsday stuff.
Yeah, and those
I don't know.
Injustice figures look absolutely gorgeous. That Bane
Send Zero
looks
the link.
amazing.
Or anybody can share it, and I'll switch to their screen.
Yeah, but I'm on my phone.
Same
Me too.
here. I'm on myself.
I'll put it in the chat.
That's why you got to put it in the dock.
I'm lazy.
If you put it in the chat, I might be able to bring it up on my screen.
50th episode, everybody. We're professional.
I know.
Hey guys, we are consistent, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You should be used to it. I think Nate just sent us. Oh, no. Where is this? Yeah, Nate is sending it. Thank you, Nate.
Nate,
Thank you,
friend of
Nate.
the show. Good times.
Damn, it's 11 o'clock.
There, I
Y'all
sent
got me
Yeah.
behind schedule.
It's in the
I'm
chat.
supposed to be reviewing this thing. I don't feel like even transforming it back, to be honest.
But you got to get into Superion mode.
All right,
Ugh.
can you guys see that?
I can see that.
All right, someone.
Yes.
Okay.
Here, we'll make.
So we're
Matt
looking at
the,
Doomsday right now, who looks
Spiky.
very cool. Yes. You need to talk though, so unless you have it locked on, you have your screen locked.
I have it locked on
Listen,
that.
anybody can lock me.
Okay.
So this
So
is
we've
a
got
world
Doomsday
reveal.
and Darkseid here. Yeah. Doomsday and Darkseid, still pending review, but that is from the first Injustice game. Well, Doomsday was in the first one. Darkseid was in the second one. Frickin' cheese monkey.
Now, does Doomsday buy his pants from the same place that Hulk does? Where it doesn't
No, he
matter
does
how big
not.
he gets, that they'll stay on no matter what.
No, he stays the same size. He doesn't grow.
Okay.
Are they going to make a Injustice Supergirl?
You mean the other cheesiest character in the game?
I would love that. Her design is awesome, I think.
You know, it's funny you say that too, is because aren't they? These are all villains for the first release, which I've never seen before.
I'm just happy, and I'm very thrilled not having a Batman and Superman being
Yeah.
the first things.
Yeah. Like, honestly, the Lobo, I think the Lobo is definitely coming out. That'll probably be my first Storm Collectibles purchase.
And that Bane looks fantastic.
Yeah, the Bane looks amazing. The Bane looks, I don't know, it might be a little small. But
I think Storm likes bad guys.
And that's cool because some, you know, with Japan
Because
reluctant
where's
to
Liu
release
Kang and
bad
Johnny
guys.
Cage and Sonya Blade? Raiden?
Give them time, man. They still got to go through all the ninjas again.
I know.
That's
We're
the
about to
thing,
get-
though, about Bane, though. He can be different sizes, right? Depending on how juiced up he gets. He could start smaller and
They
then,
should have started with Katana.
Depends on
and
the artist too.
yeah.
they make
Well,
pills.
it's kind of
They could repaint Katana 5 times.
you're crossing franchises, man. We're talking Injustice.
Does Lobo have a cigar?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
That would almost make me want to buy it just because they were bold enough to do that.
Well, Storm
And-
collectibles are 17 plus figures. Like that, it says, there is an age restriction on them.
Then why does the Rebel Tech Wolverine, why did they not have they molded a cigar that was going to have a cigar and then they released it without?
Marvel wouldn't let them have the license with the cigar.
Well, Marvel are stupid.
Marvel just killed about a third of the X-Men. Yes, they are. Oh god, that Sector looks perfect.
Holy shit! I hadn't seen that. That is awesome. Poor Scorpion's gonna get crunched. I do like this Scorpion though. I like this. This is a nice looking Scorpion. I know we've seen it before, but I'm just reiterating.
That's the Mortal Kombat 3 one, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, wow.
Oh, we went off DC characters. Was that all the reveals, or
I don't know if you guys can hear me,
Yeah,
but y'all are breaking up on me.
It's easy with you.
Anyway, yeah, was that all the DC figures? I don't want to skip any. If anybody,
Yeah, that was all the DC figures.
Okay.
Zoom in on that red side. Oh baby, I am excited.
See, if his finishing armature here can collapse back up into his chest and seal, then Unicron's backplates can certainly find a space to live inside.
He was my main in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
The sexy looking smoke there. I like it.
And he's got the throwing armature.
I mean, they look the part.
Find
They
find the Golden Axe.
Golden Axe.
Figure. Yeah, find the Golden Axe figures.
Right here, right?
There it is. I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yep. What's cool about that is, even if you're not a Golden Axe fan, I think if you're just a fan of Barbarian stuff, that's a good figure to have.
Oh, Nate Simmons.
And I think that's really cool. I really think that's cool. They're giving him the mount.
Yeah.
Is he riding Mushu from Mulan? Because that's kind of what it looks like.
Did you ever play Golden Axe?
No, and I thought it would show.
Well, that was a big quarter eater back in the day, and yes, you could ride wyverns in that game. You had the barbarian, you had the female barbarian, and then you had the dwarf.
The only problem with this is for me, honestly, it's like a little too much like looking in the mirror. Because I even have the blue tighty whitey or underwear just like that, and sometimes I wear blue boots and the hair, the muscles.
And you even got your marriage collar on right there. See that? I'm a funny one.
Everybody who had a Genesis had Golden Axe.
Okay. Then there's Terry Bogard he was from Fatal Fury as well as King of Fighters. Also had an anime based off of him. And then go to the left. There's my boy. There is my boy. That's Iori Yagami from King of Fighters. He used to be my old screen avatar.
And what is he holding?
He throws a purple fireball.
Okay.
I think they made a TV League version of him.
That is Fuma from World Heroes 2. Kind of like the Ken of that game.
Look at all these distinct characters, and they're not doing that for Mortal Kombat.
And that is Hanzo from World Heroes 2, who comes with some amazing effect parts, because he's got his dragon uppercut, and then he throws like an energy shuriken, which plugs to the side of his hand, which is pretty neat. I find that's pretty cool. Jin Kazama, my main from Tekken 3, in his Tekken 3 pants.
You don't hear that every day.
Well, I haven't played Tekken 3 in about 12. And Devil Kazuya.
That guy looks pretty cool, but he needs some like ibuprofen or something, because that's.
I'm surprised he needs his wings. He should have had wings. Someone get him a Red Bull.
Red Bull, yeah. Jinx.
I'm sad how many of us thought of that joke, but I didn't have the guts to say it. So bravo to you guys.
Me about a bad joke.
Joe, you sent a link too, but I actually clicked what was your link, Joe?
Oh, it's probably the same thing, but don't worry about it. It was barely an inconvenience.
Well, then we'll just go back here, because that's a really cool shot. I like that.
Super easy.
Well, what else do we have? I'm sure there's shit we're forgetting. Oh,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There's gonna be more. I mean, this was only from today, so there's gonna be tomorrow, Saturday.
I mean, there's that
Sunday.
Ron Burgundy that nobody's talking about from NECA.
Ron Burgundy.
I mean,
Well, that escalated quickly.
I was it did. I was gonna say there's a lot coming from NECA. You get the Turtles in Time stuff. They're still kind of April and Casey.
I'm sorry, I'm off on my own tangent now.
Now, if they did a movie, Casey, that would be freaking amazing.
Have you seen the actor that played Casey today? It's pretty sad.
I don't think anyone has seen him since that movie.
No, they have. He went bald after that movie. And he's like he's like a Christopher Maloney lookalike now.
Oh, we also got to talk about what the hell is that other company? Crap, it's
Mattel?
No, the soft goods 1/12 scale.
Mezco.
Mezco.
Thank you, Christ, Mezco.
We might just need to do a B-side for that, man.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. We might have to do a B-side like Sunday afternoon or something.
Yeah, because there's a lot we haven't touched on.
Everything from Comic-Con that SDCC that we didn't have a chance to get to.
Joe, are you in on this Bluto?
No, I want Wimpy.
Yeah, Joe. You got to get him.
I don't need him. I need Wimpy.
And I know I mentioned in the chat, I got to point it out. I do love the fact, though, that Mezco got their backdrops from a fan-created source. You got to commend that. That's people who kind of know their audience.
And they're good looking. I'll give them that.
Do they credit the source?
I don't know, but I think it has been announced that it was. He did put it public that it was Crashbox Customs that made those.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Did he get credit?
I'm just saying, man. Say what you will, but the
promo picture for the blood.
Oh man, those warrior figures look good.
But anyway, I think we've kind of gotten over our heads with other stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're
Turn it off. Turn it off, Matt. Shut it down. So, True Starscreamer, where can we find you?
You can catch me on Instagram at True Starscreamer, which I'm trying to get a lot more pictures up.
Aye. Who thought of that?
Jesus from hell again.
That Ed 209.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do my intros and I won't do my outro. Good night, guys.
Oh, come on.
Good night.
See. Matt,
All right.
where can we find you?
You can find me right here with these fine people. And if you type in Partsformer, you're going to get the Transformers Wikipedia article about what partsforming is. But you might also find me on social media. But I'm there. I'm here. Instagram. TMAD978. What about you, sir?
You can find me on TMAN978 on YouTube and everywhere else where TMAN978 stuff is available. Joe, you can find him playing with Ed 209. Zero, are you still here?
I'm still here. Of course I'm still here. You can find me getting interrupted by Ed 209. No, you can find me on Twitter at the original Zero. You can find me on Instagram as Extra Zero. You can find me on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live as Extra Zero. There's a space between Extra and Zero on Xbox Live, and unfortunately I don't play too much on Xbox. I'm mostly a PlayStation guy, but I'm always down to play some Mortal Kombat 11. Still need to get more time with Shang Tsung. So True Starscreamer, if you want to play sometime this weekend, let me know.
I'm game.
And
my Shang Tsung game has gotten strong.
All right, I'm going to hold you to that one.
I need a new headset.
Yeah, you do. And of course, you can find me here every Thursday night when I'm not on vacation with these fine gentlemen. All right, I think that's going to do it for tonight's episode 50. Thanks to everybody that participated in the live chat. Thanks to everybody that's been rocking with us since episode 1. We really appreciate it. Again, if you like what we're doing, make sure to leave us a like. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and that notification bell to see when we go live with additional content. I think there's a lot more to talk about with SDCC, and we still got a few days to go. So I think a B-side's in our future. So stay tuned for that episode. Again, we've been Figure Action. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We love you all, and we hope to see you again next week.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.